This is the annual ritual known as the New York Auto Show. This is the place, either the New York Auto Show or an auto show in your town, where it is ideal to shop for a car. There are dozens and dozens of brands here. You will learn a ton. You can let your kids run around, you can get your steps in, and you can pick out that best new car for you and your lifestyle. You can learn about new technology, you can see new concepts, you can see what the future of a brand is going to look like. You can experience a national park that's sort of a Disney-fied view of life in a Subaru. You can drive on a test track. Electric cars are downstairs on the test track. There is so much to do. So come on, let's go take a tour. My tour of the New York Auto Show is right here at Ford. Ford has this massive exhibit, they always do, and it's filled with everything we love from Ford. I love this heritage baby blue Bronco, and actually you can just step right up and get the pricing. It starts at $39,000. From Bronco, there are the new Explorers on display. You can check out our video of the Ford Explorer. You'll be able to see this here, and then you'll be able to see this guy, or this girl, actually. This is the Ford Mustang GT that was designed by Sydney Sweeney. Yes, that Sydney Sweeney. So you'll be able to check this out, see the interior that she designed, the interior that she specified for this car, and even little details like this is Sydney's design. She put this little heart icon on the side of the Mustang GT. It is over 400 horsepower. It has this really beautiful leather interior. It has some carbon fiber looking details, and I don't know if you can tell, but the paint is sort of a sparkly pale blue. It is just gorgeous. And if you love this car, well, you're out of luck, because there are only two. One belongs to Sydney Sweeney herself, and the other one belongs to a girl named Britley C. from Seattle, Washington. She actually entered a contest and wrote an essay about what inspires her to overcome her challenges and go above and beyond. And because of her inspiring essay, she is the new owner of this really beautiful, custom designed Ford Mustang. And no, it does not come with the dude fixing the tire. You'll have to have someone else do that on your Mustang if you decide to buy one. But look at this beautiful car, designed by Sydney Sweeney, you guys. Pretty amazing. Over here on the turntable is the GTD, which is the Gran Turismo Daytona. This is a supercar from Ford. You might remember the GT. Well, this is the GTD version, and it is super powered, $300,000, and designed for the track. So it is a Mustang, it's not a GT, but wow, it is something else. You've never seen a Mustang like this. We're going to breeze by Nissan really quickly because there are some very fun things to see at Nissan, including, if you've seen our review of the Nissan Rock Creek Edition, well, you can get in it here and explore, poke around, get a feel for the interior. This is the Pathfinder that we're really excited about. We love what they've done with Pathfinder design over the last few years, and now you can see it for yourself. There's also the Nissan Armada over there, and Nissan's homage to Final Four basketball, which gets underway this weekend. Over at Chevrolet, you're going to see all the trucks. Over there, you're going to see the small SUVs over here, but the really exciting piece of business, in my mind at least, is over here. This is the all-new Chevy Traverse. So we're going to be test driving this pretty soon, and I can't wait to share more with you. This is one of our favorite cars of all time. The Chevy Traverse is a 3-row family-focused SUV. and it's been completely redesigned. It has that large flat screen. It has more interior space. I want you to notice here underneath the center console, there's even a cargo space down there. So Chevrolet is really thinking about how we spend time in our cars, what we need from our cars. We need a panoramic sunroof. I'm telling you, we need a panoramic sunroof. We need air and light for our third row passengers. And that's exactly what they've been thinking about. So there are outlets, there are cup holders, there are air vents for third row passengers. So everyone is going to be comfortable in the Chevy Traverse. And then I want to show you this. And this is the Chevy Blazer EV. So we saw the Blazer EV not long ago. They had a few speed bumps along the way, but it is back on the road and for sale. And this is a pretty spectacular EV. Not only does it have a really great range, up to 324 miles, it has a lot of really great technology in it too, including Hey Google voice-activated multimedia system. And the Blazer EV is now the very first electric police car. So they have released a version of this that police departments can purchase. It has enough speed and gets up to speed quick enough to provide everything that a police department needs if they need to get someplace quickly to help out their residents who are in trouble. And then there is plenty of storage space. They can charge these at the police station overnight, so they don't need to gas them or fuel them with gas. They can just plug them in. And then they have all kinds of great technology inside the car. So this is the Porsche Macan electric. It is all electric. It also is a brand new design. So you're going to see new lines. It doesn't look like the old Macan at all. It's really distinct and unique. In fact, I'm going to show you, this is the Cayenne right here, and the gas-powered Macan actually looks like sort of a diminutive version, just a slightly smaller version of the Cayenne. It does have some distinct characteristics, but they look very similar. These cars do not look anything like those cars. And I want you to notice something. On the rear of the Macan electric, it does say turbo, which is a term that we usually associate with a gas-powered car, but turbo in Porsche world means top of the line. So it has the most power, it is the most efficient, it has the fanciest wheels, it has the fanciest interior, and that is the idea of turbo. And this is the Turbo Macan. One of our favorite exhibits at the New York Auto Show is this, the Subaru exhibit. So this is where you can come and see Subarus in their sort of natural environment. You can learn a lot about the car, but you can also, which the Forester is the one that is the hot new one. It hasn't even been test driven yet. In fact, we're going to test drive that in April, so we'll have a full video on that. But in addition to the Forester, you can come over here, check out some of their other vehicles, and you can check out some puppies. And I'm going to show you the puppies. Subaru has really done a wonderful job of raising awareness and actually finding homes for puppies. And our puppies here, these are all available for adoption. And look how cute they are. Oh, look at this little guy. So adorable. I know he wants to go home with me. When you leave Subaru, probably the best place to go is right over here to Volkswagen. Volkswagen has these really fun Golf GTI simulators. So you can actually hop into a seat and sit in front of the screen and drive a lap of not just a video game, but these are actual cars that are on a track in the convention center in the Crystal Palace. So up in the front mezzanine, you'll be able to see these cars driving, and these guys are actually driving them. How cool is that? And if that isn't cool enough, you can come over here and see the original 1949 Beetle next to the 2025 ID Buzz. So Volkswagen has taken this van, the original classic Volkswagen bus, and turned it into an electric Buzz, for lack of a better term. They're not calling it a minivan, but they are calling it fun. And this is just one of the coolest cars at the auto show. It seats 6 or 7 passengers. It has a ton of novel features, and it has really great cargo space in the rear. And if that isn't enough, you can check out the new ID.7. So this is the new flagship sedan from Volkswagen. This is probably something we're going to see more of in Europe than we will see here in the United States, but this is super luxurious. They have put all kinds of really cool technology into the ID.7. Check this out. There's a screen there, but look what you don't see here. You don't see a driver display. You see a tiny little screen there, and that is going to give you a little bit of information, but really everything you need to know is going to be projected on the windshield in front of you from the head-up display. And check out the ambient lighting. So cool. The Volkswagen ID.7. So I want to show you what's going on at Toyota, because Toyota had some huge news this week. Huge news at the New York Auto Show. That is this. The Toyota Prius was named World Design Car of the Year for 2024. The World Car Awards jurors, 100 journalists from around the world, voted on which car they thought had the best design, and it is this, the Toyota Prius. And you might be kind of surprised. It's not the kind of car, you know, it's small, compact, fuel efficient, it's a hybrid. There is a plug-in hybrid version, really fuel efficient. That is the mission of this car. But they reimagined a lot of the interior, giving us some things that people said they wanted, like a driver display. But then they also simplified the lines of this car. So you can see it really looks more like a futuristic sports car from the rear than it does a fuel-efficient compact sedan. That was pretty big news. Other big news this year were some brands that Toyota revived, including the Land Cruiser. Let's go check it out. This is the Toyota Land Cruiser for 2024. It is large and it is beautiful. It is built on the same platform as the Lexus GX, although the Land Cruiser is a 5-passenger, whereas the GX has seating for up to 7 passengers. This is designed to go over everything. It is for off-roading, it is for fording water, it is for those adventure weekends, and there's room for all your stuff. A couple of details that I really love. There is a button here so you can just open the glass, or you can press the button here if you want to open the entire liftgate. And then it has some really great new technology. The things that we've seen from Toyota in the last few years are all included in the 2024 Land Cruiser. Toyota, as we know, is a sponsor of the Olympics, and what part of their exhibit is dedicated to playing sports games. So it's all quiet right now, but you can come over here and register, and you can play a number of different Olympic sports at the New York Auto Show. At Toyota, you can even find out what it's like to be a wheelchair athlete. You can compete in this basketball game from a wheelchair. How cool is that? Over here is the Kia exhibit, and Kia has a lot to share. First of all, and we've just published a story, but we will have a video on this shortly, the 2024 Kia Sorento has had a facelift. So it has this fresh new look to the front grille. It has more iconic lighting, the headlights more like the EV9 and some of their other newer models. It still has seating for 6 or 7 passengers. It has this beautiful new interior. It has this beautiful new interior with a flat screen, an old school gear selector, so they got rid of the dial gear selector, and really beautiful details. Kia's on a mission to be more luxurious, more for the money. We've always loved that about Kia, and now it's even more for the money. But let's check this out. The big news for Kia was it won not one, but 2 World Car Awards this year at the New York Auto Show. It won 2024 World Electric Vehicle and 2024 World Car of the Year. And we can see why. This is a 3-row, 6 or 7 passenger SUV. It has a really great range. It charges really fast, and it's priced from about $50,000, so $55,000 is the opening price there, and then you can see it tops out at about $74,000. Room for everybody, lots of great features, lots of great details, and a lot of really futuristic technology here, including, look at this floating center console here. So there's actually a tray down there where you can put your purse, and then we have reclining front seats and tons of space. How great is that? At Kia, you'll also see the Kia EV6. You'll see the brand new Kia Carnival. This minivan has just gotten an update, so it's even more functional and more truck-like or SUV-like than it's ever been, which is what people really like about it. And then you can see this, the new Kia K4. There's a GT line and a GT version. These have just been revealed. They're not letting anyone get on the platform or near them. You can walk up close to them, but you can't get on the platform or in them. And this is going to replace the Kia Forte. So the Kia has started naming all of its vehicles with numbers and letters, and this is another one. So the GT line is going to be more powerful and more luxurious. The GT will be just standard luxury, but really beautiful, taking a signal from other Kia models. You can see those headlights are kind of similar to the EV9 and what we saw on the Kia Sorento, and Kia's putting all of its luxury and resources into all of its cars, even its sedans. Another big announcement at the New York Auto Show came at Infiniti with this guy. This is the brand new 2025 Kia QX80. This is going to be out towards the end of the year. This is Infiniti's full-size luxury SUV with seating for 6 or 7 passengers and all the luxuries that you can think of. So check this out. A flat screen that spans the front of the car. There's a climate screen there. A flat bottom steering wheel, beautiful two-tone interior, and look at this surface across the front dashboard. Hi, Maggie. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. She's doing the same thing. She's doing the same thing I'm doing, which is getting content for our channels. What do you think of this car?
Oh, it's so gorgeous. It is truly beautiful. I'm really impressed.
It is really beautiful, isn't it? The rear of the Infiniti shows this new design language, so it's this sort of pixelated light bar across the back. And this is the Autograph edition, so there is a new trim level called Autograph. Look at even the door handles are very futuristic, very modern. They pop out from the door panel. There is one-touch seating that can fold and tilt with one touch with this button on the shoulder. And then here's what the third row looks like. So I'm going to say I love the flat floor, and the seats are nice and high off the floor, but it's you're going to have to push these center seats forward a little bit in order to make your passengers comfortable. Let's see. There we go, and I can just push that button and the seat moves right back up. Let's look and see. There's a panel here for, seat massage. Oh, check this out. This is how it folds and slides forward and folds. And so this will work with a child passenger seat installed, which is pretty nice. And then you can push the button, I believe, and get it to move back. Yeah, there we go. So you just push the button and it goes right back in place. Center row passengers have a control panel here for seat massage, and there is climate control there. And then look at this huge screen. It has this really huge wide screen and lighted controls on the steering wheel, a climate panel there in the center, and lots of storage for your coffee cups and water bottles. Really nicely done, Infiniti. Notice that there are speakers in the headrest, so the sound is right by your ears, as if you're in a concert. The Infiniti QX80 is too much. There's always the QX60. They rolled this out a couple of years ago, and it's still just as luxurious and beautiful as ever. And dang, it smells good in here. At Honda, you can sample all of their new things, including the Honda Prologue. And over here at Acura is the ZDX, the all-electric Acura. Over here is GMC and Buick. We recently got a look at the GMC Acadia, which is really impressive. Magma, think of hot molten rock. That's not only why these cars are orange, but it also insinuates that they are going to be fast. This is the Berlinetta, and this actually was developed for a video game, and they loved it so much they turned it into a concept. That is the GB80, which is all electric, and this one is based on the G80 sedan. I cannot wait to drive these. And if you'd like to drive one of these, come to the New York Auto Show and you can drive them on one of these game simulators. They are allowing you to drive really fast cars. We covered a lot, but there's still a lot more to see. There are ride-alongs, there are test drives, there are test tracks. So a lot to do. Bring the kids. It's really fun for them too. They'll love it. The New York Auto Show runs through April 7th at New York City's Javits Center. Please subscribe, follow along, check out all of our videos of all the cars that we highlighted. We have a lot of them right here on our YouTube channel. Follow along on social media and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.